This is the new Frog Monarch build. Well, not Frog. It's more like Monarch Synchro. It's like a water tank synchro deck, but just with Monarchs in it. And it's basically it's been off Monarchs, you know, because Monarchs is like the most consistent water-based deck. I think. Like Fish is okay, but it's not consistent enough. So like, and Monarch's been around since Adam Corn won nationals with it. Anyway, his deck is 2 Storm Frogs, 2 Treeborns, 3 Genix Undines, 1 Fishbolgs, 2 Genix Controllers, 3 Caiuses, 3 Rises, 1 OT Trag, 1 Gorge, 1 OT Battlefitter, 2 Lone Fires, Dandelions, 4 Glow Bulbs, Sangang, 2 Effect Villas, and this proxy card is Zephyros. When I Well, these are like almost all the new cards that's in the plant deck builds. Sangang, he's not a plant, but I consider him to be a plant because ever since Jeff Jones won the 75th anniversary, Sangang was always in the build. If you look at any plant deck that topped, Sangang is always in the build of the plant lineup, always. So is the 2 Velas now since they've been released. Zephyr's a really good card because you can ditch these cards with like let's say Fishborg. Like, you know, sometimes I have Fishborg in Grave. And I summon the Sangan, I search it. I search for like Dandelion or Effect Villa sometimes, but sometimes Dandelion, so I can ditch it next turn, get 2 tokens, and make ridiculous combos plays like Librarians, Formula, and draw 2. It's very ridiculous. Another cool play I like to show you. I had a starter on board with a Swamp Frog. Let me just clean this up. Starter on board with a Swamp Frog and a Riser. This is a Riser. I'm gonna show you the spells. Just give me a minute. Like this deck. Alright, so here's the book. And I had a Glow Bulb and Grave. So this is my graveyard. Let's just say this right here is my graveyard, right? And I have Glow Bulb and Grave. This is my field with the 1-for-1. Hold on, give me a minute. Get my deck box. What's inside the deck box? So here's the Glow Bulb. Alright, so here's the Star Dizzle. Alright. Now you would be wondering how I got the Effect Villa. I potted Avarice. I potted Avarice into the 1-for-1, which is right here, and the Genix Controller, which is right here. So I 1-for-1. So after I traded for Treeborn and got Riser Sense on top of his deck, I 1-for-1, discarding this to bring out Effect Villa. Instead of me synchroing with Effect Villa, I activate Swamp Frog's effect to bounce back Effect Villa to my hand. And I had 1 card in hand too. He was very like sick. And then I milled for Glow Bulb. And you know where this is leading. There's a Glow Bulb. And then I synchro those 3, the Riser, Swamp Frog, into Trish. So I have these 2 cards on board with Effect Villa hands. I have like 2 negations. That's the monster lineup. Real quick spell lineup. 1-for-1 Foolish. Pot Avarice. Giant Trunade. Mystical Space Typhoon. Mind Control. Another Space. Enemy Controller Pot. Monster Reborn. Dark Hole. 1 Treacherous, really good. And 2 enemy controllers. The extra deck is 1 Librarian. Formula. Locomotion's not in it. Black Rose. Scrap Dragon, Thought Ruler, Ancient Fairy, Shooting Star, Hybrid Cannon, gonna be shooting Quasar Dragon, I like Jessica Tasta, Gaia, another formula, and Army Arm. The extra side deck is 1 Thunder King, 1 Torrential, 1 DD Crow, another 2 DD Crows, a Burial Maxi, a Compulsory, 2 DD Crows, a Snowman Eater, Puppet Plant, and 2 Mobiuses. Let me see, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's pretty much about it. And 1 Smasher Ground, 1 Catastrophe, and double Dust Nails for Gravekeepers and the new Dark World stuff.